OK, that time of the year again. Tax time officially kicks off tomorrow. Thousands of Aussies are gearing up to lodge their return in the hopes of a windfall, of course. But what do we need to do to put our best foot forward?
Well, while it's tempting to jump the gun on July 1 to get a quick refund, when it comes to tax time, the golden phrase, patience is a virtue, has never been more true.
Oh, that old adage.
That's from what we welcome back Hank Jongen, General Manager of Services Australia. Hello, Hank.
Hiya, Hank.
Live and in the flesh. Lovely to see you. Tax time can be overwhelming for a lot of people. Yep. Where should we start?
Well, the first thing, of course, is work out whether you need to lodge a tax return. Now, let me start by saying if you're an age pensioner or disability support pensioner, everything I'm about to say doesn't apply to you. If you're on the maximum rate and you have no other income or assets, you don't need to pay
Sit tight, you're right.
Yes, because we know often age pensioners get concerned. First thing is work out whether you need to lodge a tax return. Go to MyGov and just simply look for tax time, answer a few basic questions, and it'll tell you whether or not you need to lodge a tax return.
OK. Hey, Hank, pre-filled data is available from late July. Yeah. So what does that mean, and why should we wait till then until we lodge that?
Well, I thought you knew because you said it's an old adage.
Yeah, no, just because I say stuff on this show.
And to be fair, Larry does like everything in his life pre-filled, don't you? Like
click
scripts, lots of things.
Anyway, look, it's my number one.
Thanks for wrapping Kylie up, Hank, by the way.
Number one tip, and that is wait for pre-fill, which happens about late July. The tax office actually puts all your information into your tax return for you, especially Centrelink payments, because most of those are in fact taxable. So if you can afford to wait till late July, it's a much simpler process. You simply have to check that everything's there, the information will be accurate, and you can lodge a tax return. We know that in 2024, 142,000 people who lodged their tax returns early in July had to go back and correct them simply because they'd missed things.
Oh, that's a pain. You don't want to be doing that.
No, that's
for families claiming the family tax benefit and childcare subsidy, do they still need to lodge a tax return?
Yes, because we can't balance the family payments, family tax benefit or childcare subsidy until you and your partner lodge their tax returns. Or if you don't need to lodge a tax return, you need to let Centrelink know so that we can then do the balancing that occurs at the end of the financial year.
All right, the scams don't stop this time of year. In fact, they're ramping up around tax time, right? Yeah. What do we need to look out for?
Look, absolutely. Always look out for links in text messages or emails. That's highlighted blue text, because that can take you anywhere, and the aim is to get you to provide information. We will never send you a scam text, a highlighted link in an email or a text.
Requiring urgent action now or anything like that. Okay.
Use MyGov. If you sign up with MyGov and then link to Centrelink or Medicare or the tax office, it means that any communication from us goes into your MyGov inbox behind the protection of that security. So it's really important to use that in order to protect yourself.
Yeah, so never ever click on anything that comes in text form. Always go back to the official site.
Exactly. And actually, that's a really good point too. Only believe information from official sites. Now, in our case, the .gov.au behind Services Australia gives that sense of security, as do all government agencies.
Right, OK. July 1 brings some changes. Any advice for the new financial year, Hank?
Yeah, now's a good time to check your income estimates with us if you're receiving family tax benefit or childcare subsidy, because we make your payments based on your estimate. If you're doing casual work, remember, you can update your income estimate every fortnight if you need to. Check your bank account details are correct, particularly with Medicare. We've talked before about the money that's owing to people where we don't have their correct bank account details. On the 1st of July also, there's an increase in the thresholds, the income and the asset test thresholds that affect pensions, which means part pensioners will get a bit of an increase. Also, in the past, if we've rejected you because you've been close to those limits, now's a good time to just check the 1st of July is a good time to just check those limits to see whether you now qualify.
Okay. Hank, as we say goodbye, the pre-filled data tech, is that available to lease? Because I just want to get it into the Logies voting section. I'm getting cramps
yes.
by Larry. I'm getting cramps. I'd just rather go pre-fill.
Yes,